Welcome everyone to the Power of I Am. I am Eric. I am all there is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. Claim it every day. My boy's in the way. My boy's in the way. All right. Today, I'm going to talk about getting in our own way. Focusing on the end. Letting the Father, God, do his job. Okay? Because that's not up to you. But first, I want to share something. An email that I received today. I'm not going to give this person's name, but I just wanted to share it. You have saved my life, brother. I know it's all me. I know. I did the shift. I was open to the message, trusted you, and just dove in at face value. Sounds like something I did when I figured it all out too. I am total intelligence and trust and only attract super intelligent and trustworthy people into my life. But you gave me the tools. You reminded me of my spiritual power and godness as my birthright. Within is the only kingdom. Remember that. And what is true and truth within is instantaneous and has no wait time. Remember that. And every time becomes, emerges, and unfolds into the three-dimensional. All the time, every time, in the now. Remember that. Other channels and their creators might mean well, and I believe most do desire to feed the hungry, to give us all a fish so we could eat for today. But you, my new friend, my brother, you as God, as Christ, as source, your only desire is to show all of us how to fucking fish for ourselves so we forever endlessly can feed ourselves every day. My life is amazing and becoming more and more amazing every day. Thank you. P.S. Fuck outer proof. Remember that. The outer happens. The inner is already 100%. Have we chosen amazingly well for ourselves? Or have we chosen anything less than amazing? This is life's only question. Beautiful, that's what it's all about. Beautiful, beautiful email from my friend there. If he wishes to come forward, I will mention him in another video and something else he shared. But until then, that is what it's all about. The outside is always reflected. Okay? All we have to do is decide who we are, what we want, and go to the end. That is it. The Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the end. Not dabble in the middle, not wonder and cry about the middle. The Alpha, the Omega. Set the intention as the beginning and go straight to the end. And know and be still of who you are and that it must be. I'm going to read a few scriptures today just to get a point across. All right. 2 Corinthians 4:4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe, not to keep them from seeing the glory of Christ. So that means the God of this world, who the Bible specifically says has dominion, as the Satan represents, his job is to blind you of the truth, which is the physical world. Make you believe the physical world is the truth. Who told you this? Go back to my Adam and Eve video, which is my personal favorite. Who told you these things? The outside did. You've been deceived. Keeping you from the glory of Christ. Keeping you from the Christ I am awareness seated at the right hand of the Father. I've said this so many times. Represented by your imagination. Which brings me to John 16:23. You have asked me nothing. Very easily I say to you, whatever you ask of the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Translation, since Christ represents our I am awareness, our imagination at the right side of our brains, whatever you ask in his name means whatever you ask in imagination, whatever you see to be true in imagination, whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever is going on in here, whatever coming from within you, it will be given to you. Okay? John 5:19. The Son can do nothing by himself. He can only do what he sees his Father doing, because whatever the Father does, the Son also does. Okay. You can only see what the Father is doing. Okay? You can only see the end. You choose the end, and then you get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way. Okay? That is all you have to do. Right? Well, Eric, how do I, how do I, trust and all these things? I mean, the law is perfect. It is always perfect. It is always proven to you your whole life. And I always say, look at your life up until this point. You have always been proven right. You have been sight unseen, believing things without seeing them, but against yourself. You thought things against yourself before you see them. And then they popped up, and then you saw them, and then you reacted to the outside, which is what the Satan represents as the deception. So you see that as a fact, you bring it into your inner world, and you feel like shit. And then I can ask you, who told you these things? Oh, the outside. Yes, the outside did. That's why you feel like shit, because you're not in your true nature. Your true nature is going within, seeking the kingdom, asking the Father in Christ's name, the right side, of the mind, the imagination, knowing it is done. Boom. But you've been bringing, the hell within. That same power is absolute. It has to be, whether it's for you or against you. You decide everything, what you want to experience, because everything is awareness. You get whatever you are aware of. You could be aware of being aware of being aware of a problem that's an identity on its own, right? You decide what you want. You set the intention. You go to the end, and you get out of the way. When you've watched a movie, your favorite movie 20 times, right? You've seen it 20 times. Now let me ask you, are you worried what happens to the main character? I know it's film time. It's film time. Let's open the zoo cages. All right. I don't know if you guys even heard that on the mic, but if you didn't, my dog's doing this thing. All right. You've seen a movie 20 times, right? You put it on. Are you worried what happens to the main character in the middle of it when you've seen the end already? Are you crying about it? Are you wondering? Are you getting anxious? No. In fact, you don't give a shit. You don't even care. You're probably scrolling on your phone while it's playing because I already know what happens. Oh, I already know what happens. You could leave and make a fucking sandwich. Make a sandwich, make some rice of fucking roni, put it in the microwave. I don't know, ramen for the students out there. I don't know. But the point is, when you come back 40 minutes later, are you worried what you missed? No, because you know how it ends, right? It's the same thing. Nothing in the middle matters. It's just the end. The middle is not up to you. Allow the Father to do his job. That is it. And now maybe you ask a friend to come over, right? And they sit down. They haven't seen this movie. And now you can look at it from the observer method of observing yourself, of how you're acting when you've already seen the movie, right? You're sitting there and you're watching them react to the middle, and you're chuckling to yourself, oh, I already know how this ends. Look at them reacting. I already know how it ends. It's the same thing. You're looking at them reacting to something that you know the end to. So it's like observing yourself reacting to bullshit. Why? You already know how it ends. Do you think, when you watch the Titanic, do you think the Titanic is not going to sink? Are you going to react? Are you going to cry what you see out there? Are you going to allow the Satan, the dominion of the physical world representation to keep you away from your Christ awareness, from your imagination, from the truth, from what you saw? That must be done. Because if you react to it, then you stop the unfolding of it, because it's a violation. You're going against what you just said. There's only now. So then you bring that into your now, and it stops unfolding for you. Right? It's a constant need and a constant want is what stops it. You can't need and you can't want. Right? When you need and want, that is the ultimate and I've said this to a few people already, the ultimate desire repellent, like mosquito off spray. I said it in the live. But instead of keeping the mosquitoes away, you're keeping your desire away. And the only two ingredients in desire repellent is need and want. Right? And so a lot of you guys wake up and the first thing you do, oh, I miss him. Oh, let me check my bank account. Oh, where is it? Oh, I'm fed up. All over yourself. How's it going to come? And then you're thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and overthinking. And then your mind is just all over the place. And how's it going to come? You got to be still and know that shit. That what you saw is the end of the movie. The same way you can go make a fucking BLT and not care about what you missed in the middle because you know how how it's gonna play out in the end is the same thing. But Eric, how do I stop wanting? Eric, how do I stop needing? By knowing who you are. I am all that is. If you're all that is, right? Do you think I don't say that just for shits and giggles at the beginning of my video? I've been saying that shit for over a year. Right? If you are all that is, that means you have everything already. Right? Everything revolves around you. Everyone is you. If you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, there's other videos where I speak of this. Right? If you're all that is, then you have everything already, right? You have it all. So what are you needing? When you have everything, you don't need anything. When you don't need anything, that's when you can receive everything. Right? I am love, I am perfection, I am always chosen, I'm everyone's top priority, no one's better than me, no one compares to me. That alone makes you magnetic like flies to shit because it's all the characteristics of the power within you, but it's also everything you wish to experience and other people want to experience. So when you become what you want to experience, you become magnetic, right? And then again, you look at how your life up to this point, it's already been proven to you. That you guys have to be accountable for what has already been created in your life. You can go back and see, what was I thinking before this? Oh yeah, it was proven to me. It's always proven to you. You're always right. Everyone loves being right all the time. Everyone loves winning arguments. Well, guess what? You are always right. Whether it's for yourself or against yourself. You're right. Oh, this sucks. You're right. Oh, I miss them. You're right. It means you're separated. You're right. Oh, they never think of me. You're right. Oh, I'm always so, I don't even like saying it. I have no money. You're right. You don't. I do. I have plenty. This is never going to happen. You're right. Why is this taking so long? You're right. You don't have it. Right? You are always proven right. It's a 24/7 life thing. You need to be aware of where your awareness attention is, because it's like setting the GPS on a thing, putting your hands on the steering wheel, and then you let go and you let your mind wander, and then you go all over the place and you don't reach your destination. You go off to the side and you start thinking nonsense again that has nothing to do with knowing your end. You react to the outside. You're being deceived by you know who, the physical world representation. You think the outside is real. You think it's the truth. No, the inner world is. The inner world is. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe, not to keep them from seeing the glory. What I tell you, what I ask, you haven't asked for anything. What I tell you, ask him in my name, it'll be given to you. So trust it like you trusted the nonsense. You didn't question the nonsense, right? And then you saw more of it, so you brought it in. What goes in must come out. So if you've seen it proven to you, and I'm sure you guys had great things proven. Look how you talk about the great things in your life. That's true. So it's the same. That's how you know it has to happen. Go all in. When I had no choice, when I said, fuck it, I'm going all in, deep diving in, I completely shut out the outer world. I didn't care. If it was shown to my face, nope. Right? If someone says something, I'd revise it. Here it go different. Something came in, right? A bill came in. Oh, well, good thing I always have enough. Good thing it's always increasing. Oh, why'd you buy that? You always complain you don't have any money. Well, good thing it's always increasing, right? Something bad happened that I perceived to be bad. Oh, God supplies all my needs now. I did not care. Do not care. Because it's the middle. You guys have to understand, you can't change anything no matter how hard you try, because creation is finished. Creation is finished. The script you see outside there, you can't change that. Those versions of people, those events, those circumstances are there forever. in the quantum field, they exist. You can't change a movie script. You can't change characters in movies. It's the same thing. You got to choose a new one and then allow it to unfold. And as the new one unfolds to you, right, get out of the fucking way, right? A good thing happens, it's all unfolding perfectly. A bad thing happens, it's all unfolding perfectly. Someone talks shit to you, it's all unfolding perfectly. Be indifferent to it because you're being deceived. Allow it to unfold. Don't do techniques. Don't claim things. Don't go in your mind to make something happen. What are you creating? What are you going to make happen? Creation's already finished. There's nothing to make. There's nothing to create. It's just select and choose and decide and be. Decide and be it. Stop charging your negative affirmations, thoughts, ideas, assumptions with your emotion. Are you kidding me? He's charging he's saying, I want to eat with his emotion. Do you hear that? Because when you do it with emotion, that's more conviction. That's energy and motion, right? So now those are like thoughts, assumptions on steroids. And you do it with passion, you know that bad thing's going to happen to you. But then the good thing, it's like, oh, maybe, well, let me go look. Let me go check that film that I can't change. Let me see if the Titanic's going to not sink today. Right? It's the same thing. You have to trust and know and be still and know that what I see in my mind is the real reality. No matter how I see it, I can return to it at any time. I give it to myself at any time I want. I fulfill myself anytime I want because I am fulfillment itself. And when you feel like shit, it's because you're not fulfilling yourself. You're not going within. Everything you want is just the middle to how you want to feel when you get it. It's that it. You want that person because you want to feel loved and chosen. You want that money because you want to feel free. And so forth. And you can give that to yourself within at any time. And if you can gather the feeling within it, like Neville Goddard speaks, more power to you. More powerful it is. But you don't need to because like Christ says, just say the word. Just seek me. Your words are weapons. As within, so without. So trust it. Stop trying to meddle in the middle. Let God do his job. The Alpha, the Omega. That's who you are. You are one with the Father. So ask and sit back, relax, receive, and chuckle to yourself like you chuckle at your friend who doesn't know the end of the movie, but you do. And chuckle and be like, yeah, I know, that's mine. Or whenever you see something different, yeah, whatever, it's cool. I already know it's mine. Laugh at it because you're only ever going against yourself. And that old you must die. That old you must die. Period. The old man must die. Like Neville Goddard said, Joseph Murphy said, the old you will pass away. The Christ death resurrection is the death of the sin of the old to be reborn again. It's all points to the same thing. And there's other books out there that point to the same thing. You can't be two identities at once. You can't claim something and contradict it. That's a violation. Whoosh, flag on the play. All right, guys, get out of the way, relax, be in the present moment, enjoy life. That's what we're here to do, have a human experience. You're too busy thinking, you're too busy worried about the middles and trying to meddle. You didn't do it for that nonsense. So have the same conviction, but for you. Think in your favor, speak in your favor, know in your favor. Knowing is your superpower. Knowing is the superpower. And it is the same energy as not caring. Because when you know, you don't care. Just like when you know, you can go make a fucking sandwich in the middle of the movie. You can go use the bathroom and you can come back and be like, oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It's the same. All right, guys. Members, I'm going to film another video for you guys today about Gospel of Thomas. I'm going to do a live probably Thursday. I'll announce it. Probably Thursday at midnight for everyone in the members channel on the other side of the planet so they can get their questions in with no trolls and everyone gets their questions answered there. Anyone who wants to work with me, check the link in the description. If you haven't joined the membership channel, it's there also. I appreciate you all. And again, guys, it's all the same. It is all the same. Getting a cup of coffee is the same as getting your person, is the same as getting this money, is the same. It's all the same. We automatically assign the difficulty levels, okay? So decide everything is easy. Know, please, know who you are. Affirm from that power and know it must be done because you've always been proven right. Know that what you see and hear is the end and let it all unfold. Let the Father do his job, okay? Hope you guys have a great day. If not, I'll just assume it was great anyway.